Denver 7 On Demand is brought to you by Ferguson and BAC Appliance Center, the best in bath, kitchen, and lighting for your home.
Good morning to you. I'm Brian Sanders.
And I'm Molly Hendrickson. Here's the latest from Denver 7. Starting today, there's another big closure along the Central 70 project that will impact not just your drive to work, but also your weekend plans.
As Denver 7's Eric Luford tells us, you might just want to avoid the area for now.
I'm Eric Luford off of York Street, just before I-70, where we're going to see some closures this weekend thanks to the Central 70 project. You can see they've got it all dug up under the viaduct here, the 55-year-old viaduct that will be replaced with this project. The excavator there. They're going to close York Street between 45th and 48th all weekend into next week, all the way to March 15th for utility work. So here's what this means for drivers. One lane will be open from 5 p.m. to 8 a.m., so part of the evening commutes and those morning commutes, but then during the day it will be closed. So you probably should just avoid this area for the next 9 days. Then this weekend, CDOT is going to close the center lane on I-70 in each direction at York Street. That closure is Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So if you need to take I-70 this weekend, expect delays since the highway will be 2 lanes in each direction instead of 3. We know we got plenty of work to go with this big project that won't be finished until 2022, a total cost of $1.2 billion. I'm Eric Luford, Denver 7.
Eric, thank you. A state Senate committee moves forward on a controversial bill that will have major implications on our state's oil and gas industry. Following 12 hours of testimony, the committee approved it 4-3 along party lines. Supporters say the bill would prioritize the health and safety of Coloradans while also giving more power to local communities. But members of the oil and gas industry say more time is needed to review the bill.
Look at the real data. Not the inflammatory studies where you have 29 samples that are being used to make arguments against our industry. I'm talking about data where there are 10,000 samples proving that this is a healthy and safe industry.
Now, we want to point out this was just a first committee vote. The bill still has a long way to go before it reaches the governor's desk.
Boulder's police chief has launched an internal investigation and placed an officer on administrative leave because of a confrontation caught on video. It appears to show officers detaining a black man who was picking up trash outside a building where he works and lives. Police say an officer approached the man to see if he was allowed on the property. The man gave the officer his identification, but the officer detained him and called for backup, saying the man refused to drop a blunt object. Well, that object turned out to be the grabber device used to pick up trash. Police eventually released the man and no charges were filed. Right now, it isn't clear how long the internal investigation could take and what information might be released to the public about it.
Presidential candidate John Hickenlooper says his campaign has raised more than $1 million in just 48 hours. Today, he hosts an event at Wynkoop Brewing Company in Denver to tout his success to helping revitalize the lower downtown neighborhood in Denver. Today's event comes before Hickenlooper's kickoff rally at Denver Civic Center Park tomorrow. The party and concert are free.
A neighborhood park in Castle Rock to remember and honor fallen Douglas County Deputy Zach Parrish should be open by June. Parrish was one of several deputies ambushed on New Year's Eve in 2017. The park near Aspen View Academy will have a playground, trails, a field, and picnic shelters. It will honor the positive impact Deputy Parrish had on everyone in the community.
Parkinson's is not a qualifying condition for a medical marijuana card in Colorado, but the Parkinson's Foundation is doing its own research into whether medical marijuana can help Parkinson's patients. The foundation is in Denver today and tomorrow holding a conference on medical marijuana.
What we do know, it's probably not useful to help people with their motor symptoms. That is the tremor and the slowness of movement that's associated with Parkinson's disease. But it could be useful for some other aspects of PD, namely anxiety.
The conference includes researchers, patients, and medical marijuana experts. The foundation says it expects to release guidelines on the use of marijuana for Parkinson's disease this summer.
In 2019, it is almost impossible to find a spare second for even the most sacred tradition, which is why churches are bringing their services right to commuters today. Denver 7's Nicole Brady is in North Glen this morning with details on what we've coined as Ash Wednesday on the go.
You could call it ashes on the go, ashes on your way, or park and pray, as I like to call this setup here at the 120th and Huron Park and Ride. We have pastors from the Church of Beloved and North Glen United Church of Christ administering ashes this morning and saying prayers for their parishioners who are busy on-the-go people, as is the modern way. So the church has decided to come to the community, and they are not the only ones doing this. The Church of the Beloved and North Glen United Church of Christ will be out here till 7 this morning administering ashes. Then they will move to the park right across from North Glen City Hall at 11 a.m. And a church in Windsor is also administering ashes this morning from 11 to 1. This is a good time to just take a small moment to reflect and begin the season of Lent in the right way.
Today's the day that we can start this 40 days of reflection, as you said, hit the reset button, return our hearts to God, and who knows what God can do in 40 days.
So this is becoming actually a trend throughout the country and even around the world. In fact, in Ireland, they do this now on Ash Wednesday. We're at the 120th and Huron Park and Ride. Nicole Brady, Denver 7.
All right, thanks, Nicole. The cake shop owner who refused to make a wedding cake for a same-sex couple is off the hook. Colorado State Civil Rights Commission announced it will dismiss all lawsuits against Jack Phillips and his bakery, the Masterpiece Cake Shop. In exchange, Phillips is dismissing his federal case against the state. Phillips cited religious beliefs for denying the couple's service. His case was heard before the U.S. Supreme Court last year, where justices ruled against the State Civil Rights Commission.
This week, ski and snowboarding passes are going on sale for next season. There is one, though, that might be a little bit more affordable.
VAIL Resorts is rolling out a new option for its Epic Pass. They're now selling individual 1- to 7-day passes for as low as $89 a day. The Epic Day Pass gives you access to all 21 VAIL resorts on any given day. There are many other passes available, and we've put all that information on our website so you can see which pass is the best option for you.
Also, getting to the mountains in the coming days may be a little difficult. Take a look at this map. The avalanche warning is at a moderate risk category right now.
So just 24 hours ago, that risk was in the high category. Avalanche mitigation performed on Tuesday helped cut that risk. But there is a new round of snow for the mountains. It's headed our way. Denver 7's meteorologist Lisa Hidalgo has those details.
Yeah, and speaking of, as you get up a little closer to Loveland, the snow is already starting to fall, and we're going to get some pockets of really heavy snow out west. In fact, a couple of feet possible between today and into tomorrow. So it's going to be on top of the good 1 to 3 feet that we saw this last weekend up and through the northern and central mountains. Now here in Denver, we're under a mix of sun and clouds today, and you'll notice a few spotty showers. You might see a quick little hit, a little rain-snow mix possibly today. Temperature-wise, it's pretty mild. We'll be in the low to mid-40s this afternoon, but notice that commute time forecast right around 5:30 to about 6 o'clock. There will still be a chance for a few showers, mainly over the northern Front Range from Denver north up to Fort Collins and out to Greeley. Heavy snow is going to be in the mountains, but overnight tonight we could still see some light snow showers that would make the roads mainly tomorrow just wet. Now, temperature-wise, it is going to get even warmer tomorrow. We're expecting 20s and 30s early tomorrow morning, and then by tomorrow afternoon, we should be in the low 50s. Denver right around 50 to about 52. Snow continues out west, so there's going to be a lot of fresh powder if you're heading up there this weekend. Look at the temperature change. We started this week off with highs only in the teens, 15 degrees on Monday. Today we're going to see low to mid 40s, close to 50 Thursday, and then even warmer on Friday. That next cold front, though, late Friday into Saturday, it'll bring us down for the weekend, 40 Saturday and Sunday, and a chance for a few showers Friday into early Saturday.
All right, thanks, Lisa. And with the snow levels we've seen in the mountains lately, emergency officials want to make sure they are ready when you may need the most. Summit County Fire and EMS wants you to adopt a fire hydrant. Basically, they're asking for you to help clear snow away from fire hydrants, which could, of course, be your only lifeline in the event of a fire. Summit County Fire says it just doesn't have the time and resources to go around and dig them all out.
Amazon is expanding in the Denver area again. The company has warehouses here and a store in Park Meadows Mall. Now Amazon is opening a bookstore in Cherry Creek North. Amazon uses information from its Kindle readers and reviews to pick the books it sells in its stores.
We have a feature called Unputdownable, which is books Kindle readers finish in 3 days or less. So we literally look at what customers are reading really fast and are not putting down, and we assort that as a feature.
I got to find the time to read more books. This is the 19th location for Amazon Books. The store also sells books, devices, toys, and games.
You know how you can find that time? Join our Denver 7 book club.
I need, you know, we have Ash Wednesday on the go. I need like someone to just read to me on the go.
They have audiobooks. We're going to get you there, Brian. All right. This has been your Denver 7 On Demand update. Thanks for joining us.
Check back here later tonight for another update and download the Denver 7 app for breaking news and alerts. Have a great day.